So I'm sure y'all already heard about what's happening in Iran right now, right? And hopefully y'all seen Donald Trump's speech. I'll make a video about that right after this. But I just want to say, I made a video about everything that's happening right now. Obviously, we know this quote-unquote war has to go on because I made a video explaining to y'all who Israel is and who Iran really is. And here's the video. As y'all can see, it's called The Truth About the War Israel versus Iran and sleeper cells, and I made it over 8 months ago. So I made this so I can have a deeper understanding on what's really happening and why they're always in the middle of everything, in the middle of the world. Everyone keep talking about Israel and Iran, but like I said, I already broke it down in this video, so I'm about to just reattach it at the end of this one, so y'all can go ahead and check it out, so it'll make more sense of what's happening right now in our current lifetime. You feel me? Anyways, y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey. Y'all may not know it, but An is where it all started. Stands for the spirit of Uranus, who most may know as Eve, the only female full-blooded dragon. And stands for the spirit of Saturn, most may know as Satan of Solomon, who is the only half man, half dragon that exists, the first reptilian. So An is where Satan disguised himself as a quote-unquote serpent in order to deceive Eve into creating another bloodline, which is predominantly dragon, with man DNA. This bloodline polarity is so low, they cannot be saved. They can only be evil, versus the other bloodline he created, which started the war in heaven, which eventually lowered our frequency into a black hole, which is the black hole sun we all seen during the eclipse the other year. So this bloodline is predominantly man mixed with dragon DNA. And we all know them as the Israelites, which in this perspective now will be Israel. Hence, it seems like it's Israel versus Iran. These are the two bloodlines that branches off from Satan, who we all know as Solomon, Saturn, the spirit of Saturn, because of that planet's bloodline. Like I just said, one is predominantly man, which is the Israelites, and the other is predominantly dragon, which is the reptilians. So since the Israelites is predominantly man, they have the possibility of being saved by raising their frequency, by learning, and connecting back to their spirit. But they are easily controlled by the dragons. That's why they always coercing them to be evil, because they have that dragon connection. So basically, An was the first location the reptilians landed on. On these lands, the Greys and the Pleiadians existed in. They warred with them and eventually joined forces, creating the Elohim. Because as we all know, in all these books, they always talk about these jealous gods. It's because they were jealous of the image of man. Because as I always say, the three original beings of heaven is man. That's a literal race, not man like what we're thinking right now. It's a race. And humans is a branch of man. And also we have the Greys and Pleiadians. Now we'll add this, obviously all men ain't bad, just like humans. All of us aren't bad neither, but we clearly have evil ones in the bunch. So the invasion started there in the Middle East area of An, then eventually spread throughout all the continents by getting rid of all the original humans who are the melanated people that lived in every land you could think of. I'm talking about there was black Chinese people, black Asians, black Alaskans, black Germans. Now think about all those countries now and just imagine that's how many they off and replaced them with the new race, which is the Israelites. The dragon's blood takes the melanin out of the genetics. So they loved all the black people in Africa just to make it seem as though all black people came from Africa. But what did they do to Africa? They ravaged it with diseases, right? We all know this. But here in America, we have the fallen angel of man, the direct descendant from the one God, that image. We have that bloodline, so they can't kill us all off. That's why we were the last place they came and took over. They had to attack our minds and put frequency weapons all around here to keep us under control because they could not handle us physically. Because we still literally have gods within inside of our group and they don't know who. And again, that's why they had the electrical weapons to prevent us from ever accessing those type powers. And I'm talking about technology all the way down to the sky that we see. It's electrical fence. Don't let it fool you now. Just like we know the sun we see every day is not the real sun either. This is way deeper, but this is something that Trump is trying to get rid of at the same time, but it's going to unlock us, and they never want that to happen. So if y'all haven't realized by now, Trump is literally reversing all of these policies they got us trapped into in attempts to place everyone and everything back into its natural order. This is why everyone has to go back to their home countries, because it's a disorder in the natural order. It's disrupt people's frequencies. That's what it was designed to do. I want you to think about this. What do you think will happen if there is peace where all chaos originated from on Earth? If the source of chaos dies, it would include this fraudulent energy system we're living through, the fraudulent judicial and legal systems, the fraudulent health systems, everything that was created to cause chaos leading to wars. And we all know the wars feed the negative polarity beings. Once it stops, they can't eat. They have to die. And a lot of these people don't even know who they are. They don't even know they're our ops. They are the ones that don't want nations to be independent and sovereign and ran by the public, which is the people of those lands. These are the people going to the protests. These are the people trying to block executive orders. These are the people that stealing from you on a day-to-day basis, whether it's from the person you're working for or the person you're buying from. The ones screaming out that they hate Trump and will do and say anything against him and don't even know why. If I haven't realized by now, these people are radicalized. They cannot think for themselves. They literally just blindly follow orders that's given to them on social media, as if they were religion into an evil army. It's not just the immigrants, it's our own people, bro. They are the sleeper cells and they don't even know it. They're the same ones that's promote negativity and say they're getting the bag and think it's just business, when it's way deeper than that spiritually, because they are creating a food source for our enemies. But they don't care. They just want the bag. Anyone with a mindset like that gonna have to pay for it. They've been helping the enemies. They've been helping suppress our speech. They've been oppressing the people systematically, even participated in G-side. God is on that ass. Y'all gonna feel it. Don't even think you can escape that karma. That's because they're trying to create peace in the Middle East, where all evil originated from in the last world. So I want you to just think about that. Those that are against the peace is against that bombing, all because it didn't do deep research on why. We've been at war our whole lives, not just now. Also, with these bombings, I can see why people may think it might have been fake, but I believe it. Anything Trump says, he done already did. Also, I could see why people could assume the nukes would have went off if they really did bomb them. But if you think just a little bit harder, you would know they should have defense against that anyways, so they don't destroy their own country. I'm pretty sure they got some kind of remote that has to mix some chemicals before they release any type of energy. Not only that, I'm 99% sure it's in an underground base somewhere. And I'm sure all them bombs destroyed transportation for those quote-unquote nukes, and definitely sealed off main entrances. So yeah, I'm assuming that was safe and effective. So yeah, be aware of them sleeper cells, because they about to kick it up a notch. And they could be sleeping right next to you. You be working right beside them. It might even be your unsuspecting home. But they've been showing signs of a loss of spirit, lacking the ability to think on their own, lost control of their own emotions in the middle of speaking, as in getting triggered by things they usually wasn't getting triggered by before. They're probably a sleeper cell being controlled by these topics. An easy telltale sign is someone going to a protest to promote something unlawful, bruh. Just think about how dumb that actually sounds, how hypocritical it is, how delusional it is, how narcissistic it is. And if you listen to all those words together, I mean, it just sounds like a demon. They're under demonic possession by them towers, a sleeper cell. Think about it. Anyways, I hope y'all picked up what I put down, but y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.